We muted, bro. Shem is on fire, hooking me up. What's up, Shem? Cobs and Rawbers get the first goal here. It's Cobb, assisted by Tony Baloney and Rob. Welcome. We were supposed to have two series tonight, but we were supposed to have two series tonight. One of them got rescheduled till next Thursday, the 21st, I believe. It was the actually Shem's team, Showtime, taking on Bang. So that got rescheduled. That was supposed to be tonight. I was looking forward to that one too. That would have been a good one. But that's all right. We'll get it at the end of the season. So the number 4 Showtime would have taken on the number 2 Bang, and both teams are about 3 points away from each other. So that's going to be a good one. We'll see what happens. It'll be next Thursday, which is the final game of the season, final series. And Big Tony, after a relatively quiet night last night, gets the goal here. And Tempest will probably be in the chat here talking smack. I feel it. I feel like he's going to do it. So 2-0, Cobs and Rawbers. Again, getting swept last night. But looking for some comeback here tonight against kind of an equal team. But like I said, Cobs and Rawbers are 6th place. Tickle Torture are 7th. So both teams, a very evenly matched matchup here tonight. All right, so Cobs and Rawbers in the white jerseys. Tickle Torture in the pink. I love the pink jerseys, by the way. Real men wear pink. That's cool. Lord knows I got some pink shirts. It's cool with me. Adrenaline taking the face off. Adrenaline wins, defeating Wizzy. Wizzy War's got that input delay thing going on. And here comes Adrenaline with the puck. Now left side over the hobby. Tony, big Tony, with the puck. Going over to Wizzy now. Buns takes it. Over to Cobb. Big Tony now with left side. Over to Adrenaline. Cobb. Good to see you, Shem. How was your night tonight, sir? Hey, we got to do our Battlefield night. Goal, Rob, 32-34. And look at Cole. I keep calling Corn on the Cobb, but that's not what they're called. Cobs and Rawbers up 3-0. Like I said, they got swept last night. So they're looking to take it out on this Tickle Torture team. Look at the standings here momentarily. Ripping some mad, and there you go. Now, I was ripping some Battlefield. I re-downloaded Battlefield 2042 just to kind of fill the gap, fill the void until Battlefield 6. I know, it's going to be a long, long time. Nice shave there by Jesus Hacks You. Yeah, I ended up really liking Battlefield 6, the demo or beta, whatever. And once it was over on Sunday, I was like, oh, I got to play some Battlefield. I got to play some kind of Battlefield. Battlefield 1, 2, 3, 1942, whatever. Give me something. All right, Booth. Lose the puck to Rob Miller. Yeah, no, you're good. You sounded tired. I figured you were. I got off too, anyways. I'll play one quick game. I saw you were on. I'm going to join his game. I gotta show my Battlefield prowess. Goal! Big bad Tony. He likes the gabagool. He also likes getting goals. It's already 4-0 here in the first period. 3:57 left in the first. All right, here comes Wizzy War. Been practicing my helicopter skills. Been cooking. Dude, I suck at helicopters at that game. That's why I avoid them. I just go as a passenger and go about my day. You don't want me flying one of those things. Goal. Big Tony with the hat trick. I think that's a hat trick. Yeah, first period. And obviously they're the away team. Not a lot of support here for them, but it is 5-0. All right, 5-0, and that first period not even over yet. All right, Big Tony. I wonder how many goals he's going to get here. Might be a good poll question. I'll do one for both Twitch and YouTube. All right. All right, couple of options here. This is for you guys on Twitch. I'm going to do the same on YouTube. Where do we got the most views? Let's do both. All right, here are your options over there on the YouTube side of things. All right, a little poll for the YouTube folks. Do a couple more. All right, so both YouTube streams will have a poll similar to that. Perfect. All right, so Big Tony with that first period hat trick. That's right. Turn the game's gonna get load. Rob Miller, welcome, Shem. Appreciate you being here, by the way. Thank you so much. All right, we got 6 to 7 goals in game 1. 6 to 7 goals. I mean, the way he's been going. I mean, geez, Matt 4-for-4 did that one night. And I should have mentioned. I mentioned that on YouTube. That meant for game 1 only, not for the series. How many goals will Big Tony score? He's got 3 already in the first period. The guy is a monster. Say my name, Ahmed. What's up, Ahmed Kasim? Good to see you, brother. Hey, Ahmed, answer the poll, bro. Answer the poll. Where you at? You're on YouTube Shorts. Oh, Ahmed is saying 6 to 7 goals. Ahmed, what's up, brother? Where you from, dude? Where are you from? Where are you watching from? I'm curious. Always like to know where the peoples are from. All right, here comes Wizzy War with the puck now up the ice. Shot on goal is blocked. 14-11 left in the second period. 5-0 Cobs and Rawbers. Looking like a absolute power. Imagine if he said that. Watching you from North Sentinel Island. I know there's a demographics thing on my YouTube dashboard where it shows me where everybody's from. I'd be curious to find out if anybody like watches from like some crazy like. Let me go check it out. Actually, I'll show you guys my dashboard in a minute. If I can figure out how to get that's right here. All right, here comes Tony, Big Tony Baloney up the left side with the left trigger QC dangle in front. He's looking for that. He's looking for that 4th goal. All right. And actually, I'm sorry, I was staring because there's some new features in the YouTube dashboard. Something called a channel level overlay for breaks. Like integrated YouTube break overlays. That's weird. Here comes Cobb with the puck. Looking for Adrenaline. Nice bank pass to Adrenaline. That was the only way that was getting to him, but Wizzy Ward just nails him. Takes him down. Just touches him inappropriately. Did him like OJ. Here comes puck now. Did he? All right, guys. That could be the next Twitch poll. Did OJ do it? All right, guys. Whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, did OJ do it? Yes or no? Please type in the chat. Type in the chat yes or no. if you think OJ did it. I think he did it. Tony Baloney. Over to Cobb. Nice rebound. Big save. Jesus hacks you. And we're going to get a timeout called, presumably by, looks like Rob. All right, I'm trying to find my YouTube dashboard. Oh, here's my dashboard. Okay. All right, let's try to find some analytics. I'm trying to find where people are from. Audience. I think there's a way to see where people are from, like country-wise, not their address. It's not that creepy. I found some interesting stats. We'll bust that out. Oh, Shem says, yeah, OJ did it. Okay. Shem's with me. Shem remembers the old days. 5:25 left in the second period. Yes, 239, the only hockey show where we talk about things like whether or not OJ did it or not. And weird stuff. Love it, dude. All right, here comes Rob, 32-34 up the ice. And welcome Ahmed. Appreciate you being here, bud. If you like what you see or don't like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Sub to the channel. We do a lot of live streams. We talk about a lot of weird stuff, man. No, I'm the only one who's old enough to remember the OJ thing. Yeah, I'm just looking at, sorry about that. I'm trying to look at my dashboard. Not even old enough to. I'm old enough. I remember the OJ chase. We were watching TV and it just came on the TV. All right, second period about to close down here. Still 5-0. So obviously, what is this? Obviously, Tickle Torture kind of get this thing solved up. YouTube's got some interesting stuff here. All right. Guess we'll take a look at my dashboard here. My capture card isn't working. Oh, it's just sleeping, right? Yeah, it's sleeping. Hold on. Let's go back to, we'll just may have to wait between the games. If I don't use it too frequently, it goes to sleep. Ahmed, where you at, brother? I called your name, my man. You didn't sub to the channel, bro. He must all like me. Ahmed's not feeling it right now. All right, let's go to analytics. Oh, there's a lot of stats here on YouTube dashboard. My God. I know there's a way to do by like location, like country. It's just there's so much stuff to look through in here. Some of my stats are kind of interesting. All right, we got a goal. And that's going to be Cobb 13, his second of the game, I believe. Let's take a look at this one. Going to be Adrenaline, his boy, man. That's his boy. Oh, he was untouched. Diddy didn't touch him. Oh, there it is. I'm from North Sentinel Island. Yeah, I got the stats pulled up, so we'll take a look at that. Kind of be interesting. The top two countries, no surprise, but then it kind of gets interesting from there. We do have another goal. Big Tony, that's number 4 on the game. Tony Baloney from Bloody, number 48 in Cobb. Should we? Bangladesh. Let's go. Thailand, Austria, Turkey. And there we go. Finally a goal for Tickle Torture. No shot up for them. It's the Captain Wizzy War. Wizzy from Buns and Cliff Booth on the assist there. And we got a penalty call coming up now for Cobs and Rawbers. Tripping call. It's going to put Wizzy in the company. Tickle Torture on the power play. All right, here comes Sandwich. Epic over to Buns, back of the net. Going to Wizzy. Wizzy's got the puck now. Doing something. Look at the moves. Ultimately loses the puck. Here comes corner on the Cobb. Cobna. Tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty to Tickle Torture. 14 minutes left in the game. All right, big hit there. We're going to have a 4-on-4 for about 43 seconds, and then Cobs and Rawbers are going to go on a brief power play. Welcome if you're watching from North Sentinel Island. Please hit the subscribe button. I know you guys got YouTube down there in North Sentinel and on NSI. I know y'all got a lot of free time down there in North Sentinel Island. If you're watching this, yes, it is indeed 7-1. This is an absolute lopsided victory. So, I'm assuming Cobs and Rawbers are going to win this one. It's kind of hard to give up a 7-1 lead. You'd have to be absolute cheeks. Oh, God. That would be pretty bad. I think they'd be a little embarrassed. All right, big block there. Here comes Epic Sandwich. Power play is on now. The man is out of this. Dude, Epic Sandwich just got rocked.
Fatality.
Here comes Adrenaline, left side, back to the point. Shot on goal, big blocker saved by Jesus Hacks You. Jesus hacks me. All right, face off in the Tickle Torture zone, and it's going to be Tony Baloney with the puck. Epic Sandwich loses the puck to big Tony. Speaking of big Tony, here's my big cat. It's a juicy looking cat. He looks very delicious today. All right, the whistle is blown. We are going to get a stoppage in play. With only 9:21 left in the game, they're just basically winding this game down at this point. Congratulations, corner of the Cobb, big win. As long as you don't crap the bed. Excuse me, I'm a little bit pooched tonight. Man, I'm tired. Some interesting stuff here. Sorry, I'm looking at my channel analytics. I'm sorry. This is like interesting stuff. Like, this makes me interested. Let's go with lifetime. I'll bust out. This will be interesting stats. All right. Here comes the puck now. Epic sandwich. Over to Cliff Booth. Big shot for the plate. Big save. Boom, boom, boom. So Big Tony right now has 4 goals in this game. Will he make it 5, 6, or to 7? All right, here comes Rob. Over to Big Tony. Big Tony left side. Loses the puck now. Over to Buns. Buns. Down the ice. Coming up. Loses it to Adrenaline. Cobby with the puck. A little bit of back and forth here. What up, Kitty? Oh, Kitty's in the house. Meow. Meow. Mrs. Meow. How you doing today? Good to see you, Kitty. After the game. I'm glad you guys are here. Welcome. Hello, hello. Namaste. Rob Miller with the puck now. Loses it over to Wizzy War. Wizzy War coming up the center now, right side. Skating over. Shot on goal. Bloody number 48. Big save there. Kitty, I am right there with you. I'm super. I can't wait to just kind of zone out. I'm just, usually I don't wish the day or night away, but tonight I was like, oh man, I'm tired. I could really just crash. Just one of those days. I can do something with my camera on YouTube Shorts. It's like the wiener cam. Shows too much wiener. I gotta fix the camera. Sorry, YouTube Shorts. You're not privy to my weenie. You're not privy to my weenie. Yeah, I feel you, and I know you. Yeah, I know you're tired. I feel that. Yeah, I switch it to vertical view. Because you can see the vertical. I mean, see the regular stream needs to be bigger. YouTube Shorts needs to be like smaller. It's like showing off the wiener. Kind of weird. Rocky in the chat. This is not the score I was expecting to see. No, not especially since Cobs and Rawbers just got shellacked last night. Not a shellack. I mean, it was close games, but they got swept. 7-1. 11 seconds left. Unless they crap the bed, this should be it. We'll look at the standings. And we're gonna take a look at my dashboard. I wanted to show some cool stats I came across. Everybody knows I'm a big stats nerd. There we go. Big win. Cobs and Rawbers game 1. Why a score of 7-1. Bloody number 48. Big goaltending there tonight. But, this offense just carried. Big Tony with 4 goals. I think Cobb had 3. I think my mom had a few goals. I don't know. Here's a play of the game. Goes to Cobb. Cobbna. Yeah, Bloody is very nasty. I mean, he may be the top goalie in this league right now. We kind of go through these phases where this guy's, the man, that guy's the man, that guy, Jesus Hacks, you certainly had his years or his seasons here. B Crips. We had a superstar at one point a long time ago. We've had some pretty good goaltenders, but right now I'd say it's Bloody for number 48 for sure. And actually, you can even say Stonewall Goat is having a great season too right now. Probably his best season. Big Tony. What's up, Tony? Popping in the chat tonight. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hey, congratulations. Good 4-goal performance there. All right, so the poll. The poll asked, and on all streaming platforms, let's see. The poll asked, how many goals will Big Tony score? You guys voted 4 to 5 goals, which was the correct answer. So Big Tony, yes, he did score 4 goals. All right, somebody on YouTube voted 6 to 7 goals. So we were almost there. We weren't that far off. I mean, I think if Big Tony got a couple more passes to him, I went cold. Yeah, dude, you went cold after the first. You did. I mean, he had a great first period. Freaking hat trick in the first period, and then I think he had one in the second or third. Whenever you guys started scoring again. All right. Kind of interesting. Let's take a look at my dashboard here on YouTube. And why is my camera card doing this? Because I don't use it as often as I do. There we go. Excuse me. All right, so views by geography over the lifetime. Obviously, United States had the most views. Canada with the second, the United Kingdom in third place, and then India, Germany, Austria, Philippines, Netherlands, Indonesia, a lot of cool countries. Poland, Malaysia, South Africa, I think that's pretty wild. New Zealand, that's crazy. Mexico, Sweden, Spain, Ireland, South Korea, Bangladesh. Yeah, it starts to dwindle down to about only a few views, but Iraq, there we go. Hopefully I wasn't talking smack on Iraq that night. Algeria, Portugal, there you go, my mother's country. Denmark, Norway, and it just kind of goes from there. But I don't even know why Colombia and Finland, Iraqis. Yeah, I think this is cool, man. YouTube dashboard has a lot of cool stuff. Let's see. United States, is it breakdown by state? Yes, it does. That's interesting. Okay. California. I get the most views from California. Okay. I'm cool with that. Texas. There you go. That's all Kelch. Watching my YouTube shorts. Florida. That's got to be Jesus Hacks You. Pennsylvania. That's probably me. an odd guy in Abbott. New York, Illinois, Ohio. What's the state with the least? What about, where's Alaska on this list? Wow. I've never gotten a view from Alaska. You serious? That's not cool. You bunch of crazy people up there chilling in Alaska. Hawaii. There we go. I've gotten views. All right. Not many, but very cool. Virginia. Okay, so Rocky is part of the 1%. Literally the 1% for Virginia. Yeah, mostly from California. That's interesting. I love stats, dude. I could look at these percentages and graphs all day. I love stats. Big fan of statistics. Here's what I found interesting, because I know this is not true. It's probably just the way everybody either keeps their YouTube info private, or I guess this is the last 28 days. Yeah, for over the last 28 days, it's been all men watching my YouTube channel. It's been one big sausage party. Men aged 25 to 34. My YouTube channel's the giant sausage party. Let's see, over the last 90 days, is that it? Does that... Okay, got 365 days. Okay, so it's a little bit more disparity. Okay, cool. So, massive sausage party over the last 28 days on my YouTube channel. That's all good. I know on Twitch it's different. I know we got women in here tonight. You know, like I said, I love, anybody knows me knows I love stats. I just love numbers and percentages and graphs and stuff. I think that stuff's fascinating. I think the weirdest things are fascinating. But that's just me. All right, while we're at it, game 2 is on the board here. Do have a few of you on YouTube Shorts. If you're in YouTube Shorts, somebody voted on YouTube Shorts for Big Tony to score more than 7 goals that game. Wow. All right, so half of you said 6 to 7 goals. Half of you said more than 7 goals. So Big Tony scored 4. Not a bad thing. You know, he was so hot in the first period. I thought he was going to cook it, man. I thought he was going to take it through and score I thought he was going to get like a 7-goal game, honestly. Big goal. Just as Logan walks into the room here on YouTube, we get the first goal of the game. Adrenaline from Cobs and Rawbers opens scoring. Big Tony and Rob Miller with the assists. Man, dude. This is Cobs and Rawbers so far, man. The big night. This is what happened to them last night. You know, it was just one thing after the other. They couldn't get any momentum. Now they've turned it around. They're doing it to Tickle Torture. All right, here comes Tickle Torture now in the white jersey. Roll switch. Corn on the geez, I keep calling them corn on the cob. Cobs and Rawbers in the dark jerseys. Tickle Torture in the light color jerseys. Big steal from Big Tony. Here we go. They lost it, or else he would have probably been gone on a breakaway. Interesting little back pass strategy there. He didn't want to. He didn't have a good angle on the puck. He smartly passes it back. So that's a good one there. Good play there. And now coming up to the boards now is Wizzy over to Odd Guy. Little pass there, try to get it down to Wizzy. Couldn't get anything, just not at a good enough angle. Here comes Rob over to Cobb. Right side of the boards. Shot on goal, Rob Miller. Shot on goal. A lot of blocks here. Shots are getting blocked. The defense getting in the way of those passing and shooting lanes for Tickle Torture. All right, here comes Odd Guy regrouping. Going back over to Wizzy. Wizzy, the captain, looking for an outlet pass. People are liking things on my TikTok. I haven't posted on TikTok in a while. I got to get back on that. All right, so with the victory, Cobs and Rawbers move from 6th to 5th. Tickle Torture drop from 6th to 7th. Or from 5th to 7th. I believe. Something like that. We'll get that. Look at that momentarily. So Tickle Torture, if they can get a couple of wins here, right back in it. They're not in any real danger because they're so close there, all the groupings. But really, they cannot afford to get swept here tonight. They got to take at least one of these games, if not ideally two, or a win and an overtime loss to kind of be right in there with the mix of things. Especially, you know, and you look at these look at these between periods. And what's going on, Logan? How you doing there today, buddy? I never know if you hear me or not. I don't type much. I mostly just say hi. All right, pass in front, Wizzy. Oh, a little bit hesitation on that shot there, or else he would have buried that. That was a good play, good setup there. Almost made it 1-1. Here comes Big Tony now, left side. Intercepted by Odd Guy. 2 minutes left in the first period. Intercepted by Tony, Big Tony Baloney. Over to Cobb. Cobb looking for an outlet pass back to the point. Over to Rob. All right, good steal there. Couldn't do anything with it. Oh, big ripper. Shot on goal by Cobb. All right, that'll be the end of the first period. 1-0 Cobs and Rawbers. A little bit different than the last game where it was 5-0 after the first period. Tony Baloney, Big Tony, going to get the multiple hits highlight here. As, oh, dude just got murdered.
Fatality.
Yikes. All right, here are the standings after game 1 of this series. Right over here. Sorry, my mic's in the way. Cobs and Rawbers improved to 5-5-3, 13 points. Tied with Showtime, 1 point ahead of Thundergun, 2 points behind Big Dumpers. So this is what I'm talking. This season, with the exception of Twins, you know, Twins are the ones with the only dominant record of 9-1-2. But everybody else has kind of got like even the, you know, 8-4, 7-4-1, 6-5-1, 5-5-3, 5-5-2, 5-5. You know, the only team with kind of like a not a very good, like a losing record would be New Boot Goofing at 4-11, with only one more week to go. And 15 games played already. They're kind of in trouble now. But everybody else is kind of, you know, Tickle Torture tonight. If they win the next 2 games, you know, they're up here. So everything's still in the air for a lot of these teams. Like I said, with the exception of maybe New Boot Goofing. I believe 6 teams make the playoffs. So only 2 will be out. I'm going to take a look before I talk any further. I want to check out the New Boot Goofing schedule. 3. Yeah, they've only got 2 more series left to go. And they're against the top two. Both those games are against top 3 teams. So it's going to be tough. Which is a shame because New Boot Goofing was, you know, they got talent on that team. They have good players. They have good statistics. You know, you have Ziggs and Shiny up there. You know, really getting a lot of these goals, man. But it just wasn't clicking. Got in some trouble early in the season, you know, with some losing streaks, and it just kind of snowballed from there. The only thing really helping New Boot Goofing right now is that Tickle Torture lost game 1, and Cobs and Rawbers look pretty good. If Cobs and Rawbers can sweep the series, that'll help New Boot Goofing. And then, of course, you got to worry about whoever's number 6 that they get on a bit of a losing streak. Which right now is Thunder Gun Express. So New Boot Goofing, last place. They have 2 series left against Twins and Big Dumpers, the number 1 and number 3 seeds respectively. So they have a difficult schedule to finish off the season. But they're going to need some help as well. All right, 13 minutes left in the second period. And here comes Cliff Booth now with the puck. Loses it over to the ultimate male. All right, here comes the boys now. Shot, dumps it, clears it into the zone here. And, Rob 32-34 just gets hammered. What's going on, Logan? How you doing tonight, buddy? How's everything in Logan's world? All right, odd guy over to Epic Sandwich. Shot on goal is blocked by Big Tony. He's playing defense and offense tonight. Dude is the ultimate weapon. Here comes Wizzy with a puck now. Nice little move there by Tony. That's a little dangle. All right, Tony Baloney with it now. Loses the puck and gets it over to Odd Guy. Odd Guy circling with the puck. 5:50 to go in the period. And here comes Adrenaline. 1-0. A big change from game number 1. Game number 1 was a shootout. Honestly, I was thinking we're going to see more of the same, but not quite. A lot of blocked shots. If you can look at the top left corner, the shots on goal are 8-2 in favor of Cobs and Rawbers, which isn't, especially for Tickle Torture, not a lot of shots. 2 that counted. A lot of them got blocked and missed wide. But all right, face-off is won by Tickle Torture. Here they come. From the point, shot on goal is saved. Drift aside there. What's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight? I know we got Shem in the chat. We got Hush Kitty. We got Rocky Dangles. Which, Rocky, we still got to do some Faz. I know it's been kind of difficult. And I think Saturday I'm going to try to go to the Steelers game with my son. So, man, weekends have been kind of busy. We'll be trying it though. Trying to get it. If you're on YouTube, you like what you see or you don't like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Make me feel like a complete person. Big shot on goal. Big goal here by Rob. 32-34. Assisted by the guy with that mullet, I'm sure. Yes, the ultimate male and Cobb now. 2-0. Cobs and Rawbers If you're on New Boot Goofing, you like this game result. If nothing else, because the team you're chasing is losing right now. Here comes Adrenaline over to Big Tony. In front. Oh, Big Tony tried to feed Adrenaline there. Oh, yeah, Rocky, what's up? There's a new map. Oh, yeah, here, let's... Hold on, I got to update a couple games on my Steam list here. What's up with this? Wait, hold up. So, Phasmophobia Chronicle, is that like a new... Is that the new map? Grafton Farmhouse? Yo, what's this guy doing? New map, is it? All right. Oh, this must be it here. This is creepy. Redid the farmhouse. Okay, which I believe is this one. I believe that's this one. It's pretty creepy. Pretty creepy stuff here, dude. Blood moon and everything, yo. Yeah, looking forward to it. We got to do that one. All right, what's on my wish list? Anybody want to hook me up? Look, I got Tomb Raider on there. I got Viking Building. That'll never come out. Outbreak's on sale. Let's go. It's a tornado game, dude. I gotta get off some of these games. So many games. There's not enough time and money, bro. I got Sandwich Simulator on there. 6 Days in Fallujah. That looks good. Battlefield 6. Peak. That's Hush Kitty's game right there. This is Hush Kitty's game right here. Peak. This looks good. This looks like a lot of fun. It's about climbing. Literally. It's a game about climbing. All right, pause in the action. We got a stoppage to play. Big save by Bloody number 48 to stop the puck. And here we go. All right, here comes Wizzy over to Epic Sandwich. Epic with a little bit of speed, but a lot of defensemen there waiting for him. Can't get anything going here. Wizzy can't find an outlet pass. Over to Odd Guy. Shot on goal from the point. Big save. Bloody number 48. 4 for 4 on the saves. All right, here comes Rob 32-34. Whoa, that was a weird goal, but I guess he'll take it. That was a kind of a weird angle. Snuck in there somehow. Rob 32-34 makes it 3-0. Second of the night. Second of the game, rather. All right, 14 minutes left in the game. Third period, 3-0. Cobs and Rawbers. What a hit. Wizzy is hurt, I think. He was slow getting up, maybe. Another goal. Oh, this was a nice one. Can we get a replay on this one? Big Tony with the spinneroonie backhander goal from the center. Center of the circles there. And just mere inches from the goalie, he buries one. Shots on goal are 11-4 in favor of Cobs and Rawbers. All right, I assume this timeout was taken by Wizzy. Wizzy and Tickle Torture probably taking this one. Makes sense. Try to slow things down. Try to get some kind of a comeback going here. If not, at least get some momentum for the next game. Big Tony. Currently, Big Tony 13 games played, 19 goals, 17 assists for 36 points, 2.7 points per game total. Game one will certainly help those stats. He had like four goals plus a couple assists. He got a goal and a couple assists in this one, so. You could expect his numbers to climb exponentially. All right, here comes Cobs and Rawbers. 11:06 left in the game. Tony Baloney. Oh, big stop there, big stop. Cliff Booth in front, intercepted by, oh, Odd Guy's got it now. Odd Guy over to Wizzy. Wizzy is hit off the puck. Oh, this is tough. Tough neutral zone to get through. Cobs and Rawbers playing a good trap game right here, not really giving anything up. And Big Tony's on a breakaway. Scores! All right, Tony almost didn't get this goal, and that's a weird one. I think you could make an argument for maybe that getting called off. There's a lot of interference there. But the goal counts. Tony Baloney from Ultimate Male on the assist. That's going to make it 5-0. Wild goal. The old battering ram. Yeah, dude. All reaping the chow. What's up, buddy? Yeah, man. That was an absolute battering. That was like a huge grind goal right there, dude. That was a battering ram of doom. Tony Baloney. Over to Buns. Buns over to Wizzy. Wizzy's got a little bit of room. Loses it to Rob. Oh, here comes Tony Baloney. Big Tony. Oh, I'll try to get another battering ram goal in there. 5-0 now. So the game was close for the longest time. It's now kind of looking like game one. Just a crazy, crazy series here tonight. Cobs and Rawbers. I keep calling Corn on the Cob. Cobs and Rawbers turned it around. All right, here comes Cobs and Rawbers. Just kind of killing the clock at this point. Kind of like with game one, you just get the game over with. It's done. Don't see a comeback happening here, except there's a big hit on Big Tony. I think if you're Tickle Torture, you're just kind of trying to send a message and trying to just do it in game three. Smart play there by Bloody number 48. It's a little risky, but they're not going to lose the game, and he's just trying to get the game going here. Yeah, so far so good for Bloody number 48. He's the only one this season who has a shutout. So if they finish here with a shutout, Bloody number 48 will be the only goalie to have shutouts. He'll have 2 on the season. All right, here comes Rob, 32-34 now. All right, puck is behind the board. We got 16 seconds left in the game. We have a delayed penalty call coming to, looks like Tickle Torture. Doesn't really matter at this point. Game's done. Didn't really get to see the play. Ooh, nice little pass there. Shut on goal. Big save by Jesus Haxu. That's it. Game over. Game number 2 in the books. Cobs and Rawbers, man, doing it tonight. 2-0. All right, so Tickle Torture will suffer their 2nd straight loss. Cobs and Rawbers starting up a little win streak. They're on a 2-game winning streak right now. As soon as these standings update, we'll take a look at them. What we can do is look at these goalie stats. Check this out. Bloody number 48, the only man with a shutout this season. There's only been 1 shutout, actually 2 now, and they both belong to Bloody number 48. Right, stats are in there. So with the win, Cobs and Rawbers jump up to 4th place. Showtime dropped to 5th. Thunder got Express to 6th. Tickle Torture to 7th. Like I said, if Cobs and Rawbers can keep the winning alive here with Tickle Torture, if you're new boot goofing, it gives you a chance. All right, big play there. Take a look at some of these stats real quick. Yeah, so with that win, so Big Tony climbing this. So it was Ziggs up here. Big Tony slowly, actually tied for 1st place is Big Tony. I wonder what would happen. What happens in a co win for a trophy, like the scoring leader? Is the guy that had more goals? So there's Big Tony there, 39 points so far. Certainly he'll take 1st after this game 3. As long as he gets 1 point, he'll lead the league in scoring. So good for him. You know, we'll see how long it lasts, obviously, but hey, enjoy the time enjoy your time up at the top. Big Tony, Abbott, Joe Shiny, Kane, and Slay above average are all up there. Blipple Lemansky too. All right, series. Let's take on these guys here. All right, wait for them to get going here. I'm gonna throw my bottle of water away. Good question, Rocky. Let's take a look. Wait, I clicked on the wrong team. Sorry. I guess if I typed it wrong, I bet if I type the right, it'd be awesome. Let's see. Rocky is 28 points. So you've got Rocky in 12 games, 13 goals, 15 assists. That's good for 2.3 points per game. Let's see where that stands in this. If the leader is 39, you're probably down here. So yeah, you're right here. So you're like 1, 2, 3. I wish there was numbers back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're the top 10 of scoring so far. Plus 11, plus minus, which is among the best of this bunch. You know, you're obviously there with your teammates, Kane and Abbott. Good season. Definitely, like I said, it's hard to say best season because I don't have your career stats here, but you had more. Yeah, not bad for D-Man at all. I guess we only have up to like season 37. All right, so not bad for a D-man at all, Rocky. Not bad for a defenseman. You know, you don't really call upon defensemen to be your... Yeah, dude, Rob on D, 27 points. Dude, big Tony. Yeah, Rob also had 2 goals that game. Yeah, there's Rob there. 21 goals, or sorry, 6 goals, 21 assists, 27 points, just shy of 2 points a game. So many defensemen you got, Rocky. Yeah, so Rocky and certainly Rocky, Rob, and you can say for Matt 4 for 4, 26 points in 6 games. He's a part-timer, mind you. I think he's got the highest points per game. Yeah, he does. He had those 2 or 3 huge games that were like 11-0 victories. He ended up scoring like 6 goals in one of the games. So it was an absolute like opportunity to pad the stats. Still vaguely remember that series. Highest plus minus belongs to Matt 4 for 4, Abbott, Kane, Rocky, and Fungus Among Us. Rebel, not too far behind. What about power plays? Do we have power play information? Four, 3-2. Big Tony with the league lead in power play goals at 4. Lemansky and Abbott 3 and 2 goals respectively there. All right, let's see what, dude. This is what I love. How about shorthanded goals? We got 4 of them so far this year. Big Tony, Lemansky, Jimmy, and D-Vets. Wow, Jimmy with a shorty. Let's go. All right. Sorry, I was stonering off somewhere. All right, I guess they're having trouble fighting the matchup. Let's take a look here. Try to see if I can find anything cool on my computer here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Anticipated new album coming out here. Check this out. Really excited for this album coming out in like 12 days or 8 days or something like that, dude. Deftones fans, where are you at in the chat? Where are you at? YouTube, Twitch, you're there somewhere. I know you exist. 8 more days till the new album comes out. I already got that pre-saved, dude. Cannot wait. New Deftones is going to be sick. Cannot wait for the new Deftones. Have you guys listened to this song? If there's any Deftones fans out there, I know you're out there. 16 million monthly listeners. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, Hype, what's up, buddy? The Hype in the chat says, haven't listened to Deftones in a minute, waiting on the new 3 Days Grace album, though. Yeah, I like that they got Adam back. Dual singers. I like both. I like Matt. I saw 3 Days Grace with both, and I like Adam better as a singer, but hey, if they can make room for him, I'm all for it. You just saw them live? Nice. Nice, dude. Hold up, let me find something real quick. I met them a bunch of years ago. Let's see. I met them a bunch of years ago. I got a bunch of autographs. I'll see if I can find my autographed items. Let's see if I can find the picture. Is there a way to search for things? Right, here we go. Found it. I hate the way Facebook does things. I'll wait during the intermission. I don't want to interrupt the game, but yeah, I found my. It was back in like 2015. It was a while back, but it was with Matt as a singer. Yeah, Finger 11 played another one of my favorite bands, and Theory of a Dead Man. That was a long time ago, dude. That was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. All right, big shot on goal. Tony Baloney trying to get in there. It's no score yet. 17 minutes left in the first period. Rocky in the chat says, I'm going to see Falling in Reverse next week. Oh, nice. I heard I've started checking them out. They're actually pretty good. I think they just, they're playing here in September. They're coming to Pittsburgh in September. Nice. Enjoy that show, Ra. Who's opening for them? Or are they opening? The hype in the chat says, Finger 11, seen him a bunch of times. Never seen Theory of a Dead Man live. Played in a bar here when I was still, dude, Rainbow Butt Monkeys. I remember, yeah, because so I'm originally from Toronto, Oakville area. Where are you from, Hype? Only like a handful of people know about Rainbow Butt Monkeys. Like if you're from that area, Dundas, yeah, dude, Oakville right here, man. Originally, I'm in Pittsburgh now, but yeah, I remember when they were the Rainbow Butt Monkeys. They were like this. For those who don't know, Finger 11 used to be called Rainbow Butt Monkeys. That's what they were called before they became Finger 11. They were a local band, had a lot of hype around them, a little cult following. They were a good band, and then they turned into Finger 11. And they played this. They used to play free a lot at Sound of Music in Burlington. Oh, dude, I remember that festival. Yeah, we're going back. Goal! Speaking of Sound of Music, we're going to hear a little music there. Jay Whips with the goal. Jay Whips. Opening goal here for the game and for Tickle Torture. Their first lead of the night. Definitely a good sign for them. I used to play a lot of bands back in the day, and there was a venue. It was called Club Splash. It was before it was Splash. It was a club called the Yellow Submarine, and Rainbow Butt Monkeys, who I was a big fan of back then, had played this club. I think prior to my band playing there, and I was like so excited. I was like, "Oh my god, guys! Oh my god, Rainbow Butt Monkeys played here! Do you know that? You know this? Oh my god!" I was so excited to play this venue. I was so excited. Just because Rainbow Butt Monkeys, who, you know, they're Finger 11 now. That's crazy, dude. Rocky in the chat. Falling Reverse, Wage War, Sleep Theory, and Tech 9. Dude, that's a pretty good lineup. I'm a big Wage War fan. Big Wage War fan. But yeah, hype, man. I'm a Toronto guy too, originally. Toronto, Oakville, Pittsburgh. That's my journey. That's my life journey so far. Yeah, you're from Dundas. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, we used to play, when I was in bands, we used to play a lot of venues. I've played the concert hall which is also called the Masonic Temple. That was a nice venue. That was my favorite, one of my favorite places to play. The Opera House, I've played like 100 times. I love that place. Nirvana played there actually years ago, back during the Nevermind tour. Elmo Combo played there a bunch of times. Foo Fighters played that venue during the early years. Really cool stuff. Used to play the Oakville Peace Festival. That was a big annual festival. Back in the day, back in the 90s. But I think the Opera House was my favorite place to play. I think there's a lot of history there. Very old, rickety venue. Really cool stuff. Never heard of Sleep Theory, no. Yeah, never heard of Sleep Theory. I could probably check them out. I could Spotify the crap out of that. Big eggplant for a pale poner. Big eggplant. Shake that eggplant, brother. Shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. All right, here comes Odd Guy with the puck now. Minute 40 left in the first period, and Tickle Torture up 1-0. Like I said, their first lead of the night. It's been all Cobs and Rawbers. But right now, Tickle Torture getting it done tonight. Rocky in the chat. Static is a good song. So is Gravity. Yeah, I may check out Sleep. I've heard of Tech 9, but I've never listened to them. But I've never heard of Sleep Theory. All right, this is going to be the goal here by Jay Whips. That's the highlight here at the end of the first period. A shot on goal. A lot of bodies in front. A lot of blocked shots. Just beats him glove hand. Kind of a weird goal. Look at Strickling. Get a better view here. It looks like it bounced off somebody. All right, check out some of these photos from 2015 when I met 3 Days Grace. There it is. There's the I got their album signed. I still have it somewhere. I got to make a cool thing for it. Got a bunch of these cards signed by Matt, Neil, Barry. Forgot what the bass's name is. Matt Walst. Forgot what the bass's name is. Not Neil, that's the drummer. There's me with 3 Days Grace. This is a long time ago. What a goof. I won some VIP meet and greet tickets, and I was like, yeah, let's go. There's Fingerlight. This was taken on my old phone, which was like a 2-megapixel piece of crap, so I won't even waste I want to waste your time with the pictures, but very cool stuff. That was a good time. Good night. I ended up going to the casino afterwards, and I ended up winning some money. Oh, man, yeah, 3 Days Grace. Good band. I don't know where I put them in my hierarchy, but, I mean, I like them a lot. I listen to them quite a bit. I'm looking forward to a new album. Sounds pretty good. Love the dynamic of a two-singer setup, and Jay Whips again with the goal. Jay Whips makes it 2-0. Tickle Torture, ready to tickle the ditties. A7X is by far my favorite band. Is that Avenged Sevenfold? Is that what that means? A7X? Okay, that's what I figured. I wasn't sure. I never. That's another band. I know a few songs, and they sound cool, but I just never gave them a listen or two. Avenged Sevenfold. They seem like it'd be a pretty cool band. Nice shot on goal. A little bit wide, though. Could have been a nice rebound for Adrenaline there, but nothing doing there. Here comes the boys. Here comes Cobs and Rawbers trying to get something going here. after being dominant for most of the night. It's been all tickle torture here in this game. Cobs and Rawbers just laying it to them. And now it's just not how now it's tickle torture. 2-0 though. You can't hang your hat on that. Especially the way this this Cobs and Rawbers team, you know, they've been able to score late in the game. Get a few shot on goal there. Big save by Jesus. Hacks you. Rocky in the chat. I saw them live a few years ago. Amazing show, dude. That's sick. From what I've heard of them, I don't, like I said, I don't know much about them. I know I've heard some songs from them. They seem like they'd be a high energy, fun show to watch. All right, pass back, misses a target. And a goal. Cobs and Rawbers. It wasn't long before Cobb 13 solves this riddle. Oh, that's Rock. What's up, bro? What you saying? What you saying? Let's take a look at this, Rocky. I'm gonna take a look at this. Oh, is that you playing? I just opened it up on my other computer. Is that you playing? Check this out. Let me see if I can put it in on the sound bar. Goal here. Adrenaline wipes out the deficit immediately. It's now 2-2. Oh my God, I just noticed that's... Dude, is that you for real? Rocky, is that you? Dude, you can shred. I love the Avenge 7-fold symbol on the fretboard here up on the, what is this, the 15th fret or something like that? Or something like that. Dude, that's sick. Nice. Oh man, you're making me wish I could play like that. Dude, that's crazy. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. That was nice, dude. Nicely done. Pretty sick. I should have asked if you were cool with me playing that. I should ask next time. My bad. But I figure you wouldn't mind. That's just you showcasing your talent, which is always cool. You know, I love that stuff. That's the lead guitarist from Avenged Sevenfold's guitar. That's a nice. That looked like a nice guitar. I mean, that fretboard's pretty nice. All right, here comes Jay Whips now with the puck up the center ice, looking for somebody left side. Clip moves back to Whips. Oh, big save, nice save. Bloody number 48. Tremendous save there. Over to Cobb now. Over to Rob Miller. Tony Baloney now. Shot on goal. And oh, Adrenaline had a chance. Open rebound. All right, big shot. Yeah, I can't play like that. I'm more of a rhythm straight down the center. So it's really cool to see that stuff. One of my regrets, I never learned to lead. And one of my other regrets, not being able to find my bottle of water. I think I need a new one. I thought I brought two in. It's not. All right, Adrenaline is going to end the period off here, and Rob Miller, shot on goal, wide of the net. 2-2 is the score. If you guys will forgive me, I'm going to go run and grab another water. I'll be right back. Y'all don't go where. After this, I got to see this play, though. Yeah, the 1T there, Mr. Cobbna. Big goal. All right. Back momentarily. Be good. I need agua. Songster. I've heard of that. I've heard of Songster. I saw that. I think I downloaded it. I was looking through it one time. I think if I ever get to a point where I can really seriously just get down and just really focus on guitar again, might be worthwhile. I mean, yeah, I know. There's so many great apps out there for learning. Like back when I was learning music, I mean, when I first started, I started off as a drummer. Played that, loved it. And then picked up my sister's guitar because she wasn't playing it. I was like, I'm going to learn this thing. And I struggled learning it at first. You know, but we learned from like books, tabs, you know, like now you have there's so many great resources out there. All right, we're going to have a penalty call to Rob here. Rob 32-34. It's going to be, looks like a tripping call. With a poke check there. Let me find song. I'm going to see if I know I downloaded Songster at one point. Cool. Might be something worth looking at. Is there any free stuff on this, or is it all paid? Play a couple hours a day lately. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Shot on goal, big save by Bloody number 14. I love this broadcast cam view. This is the greatest thing ever. I love when you guys set up your accounts so that when we are in the penalty box, we're not looking at you drinking Gatorade in the penalty box. We're watching broadcast cam, which is awesome. All right, Big Tony in this slot now. Loses it to Epic Sandwich. Gets it up to Jay Whips up the right side. Jay Whips with it now. Shot on goal. Big save. Bloody number 48. All right, here comes Cliff Booth up the left side. Loses it. Rob 32-34 with the interception. Going up the other side now. Over to Baloney. Tony Baloney. Big shot by Cobb, and Jesus hacks you. Smartly covers up. 8:53 left in the third period. We're going to get a timeout here. Presumably to bake cookies, muffins. All right, here comes the puck. Win by, looks like Cobb and Rawbers going to get control of the puck now. But here comes Wizzy. Wizzy's got Jay Whips up the side. In front. Scores. Huh? All right, that's going to be a big goal there by Cliff Booth there. 3-2 now. Tickle Torture, Wizzy on the assist. And this is good for them. They do not need a sweep here tonight. They need to get something for their sake. So Cobs and Rawbers with a Game 3 victory could move up to second place. That's so crazy to think about. Tickle Torture with a win. would move up to 7th place. Or 6th place from 7th. My bad. All right, here comes Wizzy with it now. Back to the point. Epic sandwich. Shot on goal. Tipped in front. Wide of the net. Here comes Booth. Back to the net to Wizzy with 4 minutes left in the game. Puck goes all the way down. Oh, big turnover by Jesus Hacks You. Wizzy in front to Jay Whips. Oh, couldn't bury it. All right, we're going to get a timeout here called. Kind of an interesting series tonight. We just have one more night tomorrow. We have tomorrow night, and that'll end week 3 out of 4. Guys, this season is ending soon. It's weird to think about. But season 37 is coming to a close. We only have one more week, which is next week, and then playoffs start. All right, here comes Wizzy. Loses it to Rob Miller. 3-2 now. Tickle Torture looking like they could squeak out the victory. It's only a 1-goal game. So we're not trying to bust out the party balloons and the parade floats yet, but certainly the best game of the night for Tickle Torture. And this wasn't even a bad one for Cobs and Rawbers either. It's a close one. All right, Jay Whips was absolutely denied by bloody number 48 there. All right, here come the boys now. I'm watching this with intent eyes. The action is great. We got some last minute heroics maybe. I don't know. Here comes Jay Whips. Over to Wizzy. Shot on goal. Jay Whips gets the rebound. Try to go around the boards. Couldn't do it. All right, here comes. Oh, nice shot on goal there. All right, 3.8 seconds left. The puck is out of play. Go through the standings here in a minute once this series is done. All right, congratulations to Tickle Torture avoiding the sweep. 2-1 series win for Cobs and Rawbers. All right, big game there. Congratulations, you boys. All right, while we wait for the teams to get their stuff all figured out. Once we have to get their stuff figured out, we will see what happens tomorrow. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. I meant to click this. All right, tomorrow night we have 3 series? Yeah, 3 series tomorrow night. Showtime taking on the Thunder Gun Express. Big Dumpers taking on Twins. So battle of 2 top 3 teams. And then Tickle Torture come back tomorrow to play Bang. Should be an excellent matchup for sure. Still waiting on the series to finish here. Come on, guys, get these stats in there. All right, so Cobs and Rawbers losing the game. They'll stay here in 4th place. Tickle Torture will improve to 6-6-0, 12 points. That should bring them up to 6th place if this thing will update. All right, waiting for these to slowly. All right. Well, regardless, 3 series tomorrow night. You get the point as far as you get the gist of the standings. I'm Johnny B. I got a couple things to do before I call it a night, so I want to thank you guys for being here. I hope you'll be here tomorrow night for a big one. 3 games. The 3 game views busting out. Be good. Congratulations to both teams. Great series tonight, and I'll see you then. Peace.